What's up everyone, this is Kenny here from Property Stories. So today I want to share with you a story of my client. She's one of my first loan clients. She signed a loan with me way back when I first became a mortgage banker. So she bought an apartment, service apartment, about 600,000. Back then her income was very good. She's actually selling water filter, subscription water filter. So she's doing very good, the sales doing very good. Got promoted after that, then she buy. So this year, I think that was like what, 5-6 years ago. This year she contacted me again after seeing my TikTok videos. She asked me whether it's really correct or not, it's me. So we start talking and she told me that she actually left her job during COVID, I think back in 2022. So it's been 2 years already. Last year she left her job, 2023. So this year she also will get the keys to new house, this new landed property. 1.2 million, I think 1.2 million. So business doing good, everything doing good, right? So she bought the second one. This one is to upgrade for own stay lah. She also got married already, and she's not doing well for a job. So last year she left because it was too much of a pressure for her until she got sick. Yeah, during COVID time, sales is like that lah. Sales, the company, your boss don't care one because the pressure come from the top to down. I've heard a lot of cases where salespeople actually got so much pressure until it affect their health and quit, and she is one of them. So remember, out there, everyone out there, the company doesn't care about you, okay? The company only care about what you can do for them. Also your managers also. Don't talk to me about being good, very good friends with your managers, having good relationship with your managers. When push comes to shove like this kind of story, I can guarantee you your manager will start turning on you because they themselves need to survive. Yeah, she told me a story the same. That the same manager that brought her in the business actually coach her, treat her like a friend and like her own sister. But when COVID come and the company wants sales, guess who they press? They press her and all the other managers for sales. Press, stress until there's one point, right, where she got admitted to hospital. She got admitted to hospital on the bed going towards the hospital on a stretcher, right? She received a phone call. No, she thought that is a manager that she treat like an elder sister. So she thought like, okay lah, because she's been doing quite well, and then sometimes the sales drop, right? At the time, COVID time, cannot move around, so sales drop. She thought like, okay, my manager called me to ask me how am I doing. You know what? My friend called me to ask me how am I doing. You know what the friend did? The friend asked, so like that, how much the sales are? The friend actually knows that she actually going to hospital, and this is the question. So that was the last straw for her lah. Until now, they are no longer friends. Because of this, no longer friends. It's not very uncommon actually. I've experienced it myself a lot of times working in sales. So back to the story. Before she quit, she also got take the moratorium because at the time COVID no sales, right? So everybody taking moratorium. And during that COVID time also, she bought that landed property. Okay, landed property also delay, and then now only this year only complete. So total installment, right, is 9,400. But this lady was quite prudent in terms of she doesn't have that much bad debt. She don't have the credit card debt. She don't have personal loan, so she's very prudent in that point. But she's facing the financial strain. She's facing the financial strain of paying for these two houses. This year, then she asked me what can she do. I said, okay, have you got the keys to your house? Say I don't even have the money to pay to get the keys for the house. And then developer is asking me to pay for MOT. So she asked for advice. Can she sell without getting the MOT? My answer to that is yes. Yes, you can sell. Okay, you sell first but you must get a key to sell. So you still need to settle the maintenance fee, the TNB, everything just to get the keys first. Then you can sell. Okay. So I told her that perhaps you can get whatever money that you can get, borrow maybe from your friends and family or what, just to get the house, the keys first. Because if you haven't hand over, how are you going to sell? People also want to go and see the place, okay? Yes, bare unit, everything. Beautiful double story house. But still people want to stay in the place. And if even if you sell also that time, you still need to pay the maintenance fee, everything, okay? But that one can be done if you do this. If you have this kind of situation where you haven't transferred your MOT but you want to sell, like, you depends on the price you sell. What you can do, right, is that 3%, right, you get 3% is the agent's fee, right? Then the balance 7%. Remember the 10% down payment? The 7% of the price you sell. For example, let's just say 7% and the price you sell is 500,000. So 7% is 35,000. You can take that 35,000 to pay the lawyer to also do the MOT transfer together. I suggest you find back the same lawyer that you signed the SMP with. The developer lawyer, not your own lawyer. Okay, because the developer lawyer will have all the documents like the loan agreement, the SMP, everything that is needed is there. And of course, you can ask for a discount. Okay, so you take that balance, you go and pay. Then wait for the transfer. Then you while the transfer is going on, you still can actually sell the property. How long to wait in this kind of case? You transfer MOT, can take 3 months. From developer name, go to your name, can take 3 months, So 3 months is from developer to you. Then from you to the new owner, it can take up to 6 months. 6 months. So a lot of people will argue, I say, where got that long? To be safe, just put it that way. Because sometimes, right, you can get it in 2 months, sometimes it's 2 months plus. But the key here is that the developer still need to transfer to you, okay? And then you, as the first owner, you are the first purchaser, transfer to the new owner. That's where you call it double transfer. This process is called double transfer, okay? And it will take a long process to settle the housing loan. And the lawyer will know how to put it in the SMP. And you also need to discuss with you need to be upfront, tell the new prospect, new buyer, this is the situation and this is how long it's going to take. Are you okay with that? Why you need to tell this? Because sometimes, right, the new buyer may want to own stay, they want to go in earlier. They don't want to wait. The lease is, maybe their rental is, the other side is finishing early, so they want to go in early now, okay? So they need to prepare the budget. But there's a downside to it, because the moment you tell like this, right, you need to do the double transfer. I, as a buyer, what I'll do is that I'll continue pressing your price. I will just say, like that, like that, maybe, I make up a story. Maybe I quite urgent want to move in. My wife making noise already. I make up a story. No wife also suddenly become got wife. I'll just tell you. Of course, I'll tell the agent. This price, like that 500 cannot lah. I still have to wait. Then I have to pay the rent that side. Can give me lower, 450. That is the downside. All right. But imagine if the house, this house here is 1 point something million and it's a landed property. It's less likely people actually buy for investment. And those who buy this kind of property, this kind of house, they really have the cash. So it really highly depends on what product you are selling. It's very abstract one. That's why sometimes, like, when you are in this industry, it's very fun one, because there's no two cases that is completely the same. Impossible. Okay. So back to that. That's what I told her to do. She take the keys and then to sell. Next, what I asked her to do is to reduce her commitments if she can. Reduce whatever commitments she can. How much can you reduce? Because she's trying out businesses, I said, just try out businesses. Then the thing that is affecting her health, her mental and physical health, is actually the calls from creditors, call from the banks. Bank keep on calling her, asking her to pay. Well, when you are actually in this debt, the money stress, it's totally different one. Then she told me that I've made a mistake. I should go back to my own hometown. It's so cheap, the property there. She's from Kelantan. She said, "Ayo, 400,000 in Kelantan, I can buy land and build house, you know. Why I come here?" I said, well, this one is a mistake some of us make lah. So mistake already happened. Let's see what we can do lah. So the first thing is to reduce her expenses. She's married so she don't depend on her husband to actually like settle her commitments, because her husband has his own commitments. Okay, this is really a gem of a lady. Whoever that get to marry her, I haven't met her husband, but the husband is one lucky guy. Okay, so reduce commitment. Second is to see whether she can sell the house that she's staying now. She told me that her loan balance go up very high. I said, if you can get a good price, you sell, consider selling. So she said she wants to sell both. I said, okay, sell both, put both on the market. Then say, oh, this place actually Airbnb quite good, so we are actually not decided. I say, the longer you take the time to decide, the more money you need to spend. I repeat, the longer you take to decide on something, the more money you need to spend. Okay, and how long your savings can last. Next, I asked her to go in to find AKPK. Yeah, and at first she has hesitant. She asked me, "Oh, you AKPK very 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 bad next time I cannot borrow anything Oh, you I cannot blacklist A lot of misconception out of AKPK. AKPK actually is there to help you. Okay, but we will cover AKPK in the next video. So she went to AKPK. So she showed the officer her secrets. They print the secrets and show. So what the officer did was that enroll her in the AKPK program for 2 years. 9,000 something, the installment become 8,000, which is not much because AKPK said only can do this for 2 years. I said, never mind, 2 years is better than nothing. Okay, so you go and get this first and sell the house. What's the S&P price? You sell at S&P price. Wow, cannot sell at S&P price, then I will also rugi. I said, the biggest one, that 1.2 million, maybe not many people will buy lah. Very hard to find buyer. But if you sell the one that you're staying in now, condo, high rise, go back to renting, that one is about 600 over thousand. Still okay. The people might buy that. You'll be surprised actually. The 600,000 one, maybe someone is looking. People are looking for it, but haven't been able to find a unit like yours. Her unit is quite unique, because the unit go down. It's like you having a ground floor house. You go down from the unit straight away is the facility deck already. Okay, there's only a few units down there on that development. It's like that. So that's what she has. So those are the things that I've advised her to do. I hope that it helps. So now, what I can do at this moment is that once I get my real estate license, I can start marketing the property also. Okay, I can start getting. I also told her that I can market for you the property once I get license, but you don't just wait for me alone. No, you make sure you get other people other agents to market for you, so you can sell as fast as possible. Okay. I know a lot of people actually is suffering from this crushing debt, especially mortgages, housing loans. In this economy where the cost of living is really getting crazy, going up like crazy. So if you need to sell your house, at the start, I got mentioned, if you need to sell faster, then you know that you need to reduce your price. And nowadays, reduce 10% also. Frankly speaking, reduce 10% is nothing new, nothing interesting. A lot of people, they want to sell, they reduce 10%. 10% do nothing. Once people start looking, it's actually 30% below market price already. If you want to sell fast, you sell 30%. Okay, I think that's what I can share with you today. This is just one of the few cases that actually comes back to me and asks me for some of my thoughts. And these are my thoughts I've shared. I hope that it helps. Okay? She told me this loan, right? And also people chasing her every day, and the destruction of her business, the loss of someone who she thought is a friend, actually is really weighing down very badly on her. She prays every day, and she cries every day while praying, every day, every single day, until her telekong, yes, she's a Muslim lady, telekong all wet. That's what a lot of us are actually struggling. I know, I understand. And I hope whatever I've shared here actually will help you. And one thing is that I can share is that you do not be afraid to ask for help. Okay, she reached out because she don't know where to go. She just reached out to me and asked me what to do. Second is that please don't listen to people that actually never been through before. She go and listen to people like her friends and family that tell her AKPK is very bad you get blacklisted you cannot get a loan The whole idea is not to dig yourself into a deeper hole. That's why you go into AKPK, alright? So don't listen to people that never been through this before, never been through the AKPK, never been through bankruptcy. If when you're bankrupt, then never been through bankruptcy, don't listen to them. Okay? Make your own decisions. Third one is that it's never too late to start over. In this day and age, it's never too late to learn something new, to start over, all over again. Yes, you may be older, you may be less energy, but you are wiser. Okay, with the knowledge, with the experience, you are actually wiser. You know what to do, you know how to do things, you know who to talk to, who you can work with. You just read people better, you read the situation better, you catch on faster. Okay, so I hope that helps. This is Kenny here from Probably Stories, and I'll see you again next video. Bye bye.